Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2024 and it's starting off with a bang. If y'all haven't seen the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, I would applaud, or I would want y'all to watch it. Shout out to the one person that came into the room. But Katt Williams is speaking some real shit. As we saw in 2023, a lot of folk got exposed. What's going on, Courtney? Happy New Year to you. But in 2023, a lot of folk got exposed, man. You know, from Puffy, TD Jakes. I mean, that's just black folk. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, Jamie Foxx. I mean, just a gang of people, man, getting exposed left and right. Y'all see the Jeffrey Epstein list. They try to block out 3 of the people. We already know who one of them is, allegedly. Old Billy Clinton. So it's just time. The devil can only rule for so long, man. It's been spoken about in the Bible, but if you just think about it just from a common sense standpoint, that's just like a natural me, whoever, any female, any male, you only can do something for so long before you be exposed. That's just the way the earth works. Just the way people say karma, I just say universe. The way the universe works. You know what I mean? That's why a country like the United States can do so much wrong and hasn't been decimated yet, because they somewhat balance it out by doing some good. They know that. Police, when you see a black man or a black woman gunned down by a police, it might not be that Pacific police department that does it, but you would just see a random white guy, police officer, playing basketball in the hood with a group of black boys, and they are recorded, and they'll say, "Oh, hey, look." So I mean, there's just things that people do, man, to try to prolong whatever consequences that's gonna come to them. But Katt Williams spoke a lot of truth, man. They write Katt Williams off. See, when people write you off and say, "Hey, man, you crazy," or "you this, you that," they writing you off for a reason, because you're speaking too much truth. Common sense tell you, if people got a lot of friends, they not as real as they can be, because how do you have so many friends and you so-called real? That's just common sense, man. And when people, say things about certain people, you got to ask yourself, damn, why are they all ganging up on this one person? What did this one person do? That show you how powerful a person is, man. I didn't experience it in my own life, by throwing parties and, not participating in the in crowd, and by not participating in the in crowd and me just doing my own thing independently, folk gonna hate. People gather up. Matter of fact, I'll give you a story. I did a hair show back in 2016 in my hometown in Lansing. And this ain't no shade to nobody, just this fact, man. This is just real. It ain't, no shade. But when I was putting it together, it was gaining momentum. People was excited. So, the people that's, like Katt Williams say, the gatekeepers, because in every city, there's gatekeepers, no matter how small, how big. You got a certain people, if you're not rocking with them, if you're not dick riding them or kissing their ass or, participating in the reindeer games, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know it. You know, a lot of Detroit hairstylists put me up on game because them the ones who I connected with first to get it off the ground. A lot of people in my hometown that I try to approach about it, they was, you know, who is he? Oh yeah, he not aligned with such and such. So they was on the fence, you know. So I reached out to Detroit, you know, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? The winner get $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Money talks and bullshit walks. So I got a lot of Detroit stylists, you know, in it because money talks again and bullshit walks. So, unbeknownst to me, I was trying to put it on a Saturday. You know, stylist I got cool with, she put me up on game. Like, no, don't do that. That's our money day. You know what I'm saying? That's when we make all our money. Do it like on a Sunday. So, by me switching on a Sunday, I was able to avoid a lot of the hate because if I'd have stuck with that particular date, which was in August, so many promoters happened to do parties and everybody wanted to do something on that particular Saturday, the day of my hair show. But by me, you know, like I said, not knowing, so I switched the date. You know, I was able to, you know, re-up some more flyers and switch the date to Sunday, and you know, and everything, you know, was popping. But folks still end up doing shit on that day. So at the hotel that I did it at, there was so many people doing shit that day. But my hair show made the paper, you know what I mean? Had a hell of a crowd. It turned out excellent. So I understand what Katt's saying. He on a way larger platform than I. He's way bigger than I. But I experienced it myself so I can relate to it. So as I'm watching the Club Shay Shay interview, you know, I was relating to what that man was saying. He basically telling y'all, in this thing called Hollywood, or Hollyweird, you have gatekeepers. See, they use Puffy's, Jay-Z's, Beyonce's, Rihanna's. You know, they ain't really shit. No disrespect to them because I don't even have a fraction of what they got. You know what I mean? They billionaires and multimillionaires, right? But they use niggas and use them as gatekeepers, but they know they degenerates and deviants and they into some weird shit. We all know in our own city about weird shit that niggas be doing. Weird shit that females be doing. You know what I'm saying? Females who be snorting coke and having orgies, and I mean, we know the weird shit that people do just locally. I don't know how we don't understand that a Jay-Z or a Puffy, like the shit that's coming out on Puff, how you not think that? You know what I'm saying? These people got multi-millions of dollars at their disposal. They got everything, drugs, girls. Like, how, if you, think about this. If you're a multi-millionaire, billionaire, and you can have the finest woman, like it's broads I'm here in Detroit, it's broads in Detroit that would do whatever for some paper. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I remember going to a strip club, cat that I knew from Detroit, you know, doing this 1-2 in Lansing, ended up throwing a party. And he brought some girls down from the D. This chick was so fine. I was like, what, 18? Because my homeboy was his birthday that day, so he turned 18, I'm a year older than he is. And she was so fine, it was just hard to believe that she was, because they broke it down like, okay, they a strip, throw them a few dollars, but he let us know, if you trying to get on, throw them a few more dollars. But this chick was so fine, it was just hard to believe that, like, damn, so if a nigga threw her X, Y, and Z, she willing to do X, Y, and Z. So that's on some local shit, man. That's just some dope boy shit. Niggas with a few dollars, you know what I'm saying? Just think about niggas with multi-millions and billions, man, what these females will do. Taraji P. Henson just told you, cried on the Color Purple tour, you know, promoting the movie, how she not being paid, and a lot of them tears is from all the shit she had to do to get to where she had to be. And she just can't understand, like, damn, I done slurped and burped, I done did all this shit, made these movies that made millions, been in box office hits, all kind of shit, and I still gotta be on a low paying scale when it's a new movie. She ain't crying because of the money, she crying off the shit she had to do. If y'all can't read in between the lines, then y'all just don't understand. So Katt Williams is tap dancing on that. He ain't going all the way in, but he going in enough that if you could put 1 and 2 together, nigga, you know it's 3. That nigga telling you some shit. Now everybody gonna have that, you know, oh no, it ain't what it was. Katt, man, he just crazy, man. Katt on drugs, Katt did this, Katt did this, Katt woo 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 woo. But at the end of the day, man, we know something had to happen with Bernie Mac. Oh man, he just got sick. Okay. Alright. Y'all believe that? Alright. Okay. So the people who don't participate in the reindeer games, if y'all notice, get treated a certain type of way. And that's all he trying to let y'all see. He been in the game. He told y'all in one of his stand-ups about Charles Ogilvy, you know what I'm saying? In the closet. He in the closet. He went to the Playboy Mansion parties. You know what I'm saying? He went to where these folk was at, man. He saw some shit. These folk is deviants, sexual deviants, and why you think shit coming up about Cuba Gooding Jr. and all the shit that's coming out on these guys, man, white and black. Some of these guys couldn't even get girls back in the day. So this thing about you get a hit movie, you become the man, you get money. Now you just in there like flexing your and I know niggas like that. I know niggas who didn't really have nothing. Then when they got something, they were just deviants. They were just, you know what I mean? Like me and my homeboy coming up, junior high and high school, we was the likable niggas, golden boys type thing. So I didn't have to do, I never experienced like, okay, I get a bunch of money and now I'm just gonna be talking to girls crazy like, hey, come over here and this, that, and the third. I didn't have to experience that. I was always around the pretty girls. Always kept a nice little fine female. So I never had to experience being a certain type of way. I always, you know, was able to have my way in my form, in my form. I didn't have to go out my way like, oh, I got to go get this money. I got to go get all this for this female to like me. A lot of them just like me. It is what it is. So a lot of these guys in the industry, you can just look at them, man. You can tell them niggas wasn't really getting no, like Gene Deal said about Puff, man. Puff teeth was green. Puff, little skinny nigga. Puff really wasn't getting girls like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas that's really was getting the girls just off the strength of who they was. They ain't gotta say it. They ain't in no deviant, sexual deviant shit. Cause they don't have to approach females like that. Like, hey, bitch. You know what I mean? I seen a guy, local nigga, you know, getting some paper, and this like in early 2000s. We in a little club in Lansing called Gregory's. Chick, she fine for local status, you know, like chicks that be fine in like let's say a bunch of fine females in Detroit. If they step out of Detroit and go to Miami, not saying they're gonna drop down, but it's gonna be, hey, okay, it's a gang of bad bitches here in Miami. So you just with the rest of the group. So in every city you got your little group of bad females. She happened to be one of them. She fucking with Dog. Dog got the money. I watched this man just dog this female, just pulling around, pulled on her bra, titty popped out. I mean, just disrespecting her, made her sit in the corner like a little puppy. I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit she just will put up just because Dog got some money. He that nigga. You know what I mean? Then we leave, we go to the after hour. You know, everybody, you know, headed to the after hour spot back then that we had. We go on there with my guys, you know, one of my guys, he a gambler to the heart, so, you know, we, okay, nigga, I ain't really no gambler, but I'm gonna come in here and give me a little rib tip dinner and, you know what I'm saying, and just kick back in the after hour joint, you know. He in there gambling, and I see old girl in there. He got her sitting over in the corner like a little puppy again while he gamble, while they play poker. I'm like, man, it's crazy. So me, I just apply this shit from what I see, from what I've been through. And then I just look at it like, man, you put these guys with multi-millions and billions and you know, it's hard. Oh man, Taraji, you didn't do that. Like Gene Deal spoke on Mary J. Blige. He said, you know, when he was bodyguarding Puff had one somewhere, and Puff told him like, hey, watch them. And Mary J. Blige was one of them. Mary J. Blige was sitting there and ended up telling this man how she had to, you know, suck this and do all this. And he said, I don't know if I wasn't supposed to say that. He even apologized. Like, you know, Mary never said nothing. Mary ain't put no, like, I'ma sue this nigga or none of that shit. Like, even with Danny Boy, when Danny Boy from Death Row Records, the nigga that sung on I Ain't Mad At You, when he said, you know what I mean, I was having sex with Mary J. Blige and I was only 16, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. You ain't never heard Mary say, nah, he alive. So, you gotta understand, man, it's not too far-fetched of what we seeing right now in this industry. Man, Cedric Entertainer won't steal. Man, anybody would steal. The price of fame, people would do anything for the price of fame. We seeing that with social media. Motherfuckers are down there and blow their head off and thinking they can come back from that to get all the likes and get subscribers. Like, yo, he was cold. He blew his head off and came back. Not knowing nigga ain't no coming back. So that's just for some social media and some likes, man. So it's not too far-fetched that Cedric Entertainer stole this joke. It's not too far-fetched that Cedric Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Ricky Smiley is a gatekeepers, a group, Kevin Hart, a plant. It's not too far-fetched. We see it with Sexy Red. Like, where this bitch come from? You got females that can out-rap Sexy Red 5 times over, but they ain't getting that shot because they not put in that position. Sexy Red come out of nowhere talking about booty hole green and all that weird, crazy shit. You can't tell me she not a plant. Where she come from? Like, come on, man. So I like the interview. Hopefully they don't take the interview down like Joe Budden's bitch ass did with the Dr. Umar interview on his podcast. Because, you know, when you start speaking truth, man, that shit, you know, a lot of folk, like, right now, the Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay interview with Katt Williams, man, is at 3 million, and it's not even been 24 hours yet, man. So that motherfucker definitely gonna hit 5 for sure. Like Cam Newton shit when Cam interviewed Charleston White, and I respect Cam, because Cam Newton didn't take it down, and I'm pretty sure them powers that be pressured that man. Like, take it down. That's why they, you know, hated on him. One of the little bras, you know, bed wenches, you know, and a bed wench, for who y'all don't know, is the ones who sleep with white men and then talk bad about black men. But really, they just been hurt by a black man. They thinking I'm gonna get a white man and then I'm gonna be nana and a boo boo. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Can't respect them type of females. You know what I mean? If you got your white man, you happy, you ain't gotta speak nothing bad on a black man. Just be with your little white man and go about your little business. You know what I mean? So it's not the Malika Andrews chick, cause she speak bad on niggas, but she another one. She mixed, but she got a white man. You know what I'm saying? So they get these little white men and you know, they talk bad on the brothers. But the other chick on ESPN that I'm talking about with the little, you know, with the trap jaw, you know what I mean, got the big old chin and everything with the fake hair. She's speaking bad. She was speaking bad on Cam, and I feel like that's by Cam not taking that interview down. They sicked her on Cam to make him look bad, like he's not an all-star. He's not that guy. That's why they did that to Cam. If you would have took that interview down and made an apology, like, I guarantee you they want to sick that little, I was about to call it, they want to sick that little pit bull on him, man. That's what they do. And it goes back to what I said with the Katt Williams thing, man. These gatekeepers, these people are put in position by other people. We all know the entertainment is ran by them people, man. And it ain't, you can't say their name. You can't say, hey, them people with them little hats run the Hollywood, run the entertainment business. You can't say that because then they'll blurp you. They, oh, you anti this and you anti that. But the fact is the fact, man. So they put niggas, it's like the Django shit. When the Leo DiCaprio, whatever character he was playing in the Django, and that nigga fighting niggas, putting niggas against niggas. They've been doing this shit forever. Then they had Samuel L. Jackson, the nigga who just hate niggas. Just want to be up on the master. Then you got niggas like Katt Williams and others who don't want to be up on the master. I'm the talent. They need me. Some niggas understand they worth, man. Some niggas understand that. Some niggas will do whatever. Female or male will do whatever. And they know a white man run it, so it's like slavery, man. It's been happening since the beginning of time. It's gonna happen. Unfortunately, to the day this world, the lights is turned out on this small planet, man. Trust me. You're gonna have some niggas that's gonna be, oh man, I gotta woo woo woo. Some females, oh, some people gonna be like, nah, I ain't with that. And them the ones they're gonna be calling crazy, or they're gonna put some type of label on them so people don't rock with them or people don't listen to them. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, them folk know what the fuck they saying. They know what's going on, and they speaking some truth, and they don't like that. So I hope, like I said, Shannon Sharp don't take the interview down, because he spoke a lot of truth about Hollywood, about a lot of the black gatekeepers. But the black gatekeepers are put on by the white gatekeepers. So he touching on some real shit, and I would have y'all, if you get time, it's a 2 hour something long interview. Break it all up. If you're working out in the gym, whatever, listen to it. Check it out. Listen to what that man's saying. All right? And again, Happy New Year to everybody.